Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the Cherry Bomb Blossom Boutique. My name is Renan, your lovely fashion dolly. And hi, Pepper. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Of course you would. Of course you would. Of course you would rate me on a stream that concerns about you. I see how it is. I see how it is. Hey Valerie, how you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Hi Pablo. Sorry to be so late, folks. I was busy trying to figure something out about this sketch because you see, here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing about me. The thing about me and the way that I operate is that I forget things. You know, it's part of my coping mechanism. It's part of the way that I work. It's part of the way that I live, right? And one thing that tends to happen a lot is that my skills atrophy quite often because ADHD just kicks in and it's just like, you knew how to walk? Well, guess what, Mary? Now you don't even know how to put one foot in front of the other. That's what happens. That's what happens. And so I was trying to do a little pre-sketching of this thing, right? Of this thing that I'm gonna draw today. I was doing a bit of a pre-sketching on that, and I suddenly forgot how a pen works. Like, I don't know why my hand did not know the motions anymore on how to actually use a pencil, right? It's sometimes what happens to me. It's just, I don't know, my hand just feels weird. Like, it feels like my hand doesn't belong to me. I'm fine. Thank you for worrying, Pepper. I'm fine though. It's more so that my hand sometimes it feels that doesn't belong to me. Like, it doesn't want me, doesn't do what I want it to do. And I feel like that happens quite often with people who have ADHD, right? It's just hand no work. Why hand no work? I don't know. But what I was seeing, I was not able to put on the page. But I did end up getting something that I liked. So why am I getting through a lot of emotions right now? Whoop. Yeah. So today we're going to be drawing Pepper. As you can see, I think I ended up getting a bit of a pre-sketch that I really enjoyed. Hi Aaron, how you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. So excited to see you stream. Oh, thank you, sweetie. This is gonna be more of a calming stream, a more just talking stream, and just me hanging out with you guys. You guys can tell me whatever you want to tell me. If you have any gossip, please do share the gossip. Or anything you want to talk to, really. Really, these art streams tend to be more me just chatting about whatever, and you guys just watching my creative process and watching me cry about the fact that I forgot how to draw a line. Today we're drawing Pepper, my dear friend Pepper, who is over on Twitch, who you can probably not see, but if you can see him, hi, it's Pepper. So, Pepper mustache, indeed, there's a Pepper mustache. I don't know, I like his little mustache. I don't know why he doesn't use it that often, but I really like the mustache. So, the reason why I'm drawing my friend Pepper today is because I lost a bet. I lost a bet. And here's the thing, right? Normally I don't do bets because I tend to get very competitive with them. And I should probably, you know what? Hide the text. I don't care about the text no more. I normally don't really care to participate on bets because I know that I'm gonna lose, right? I know that I'm gonna lose, and I don't like to compete in that way because I'm also a sore loser. Let's be honest. I'm petty as fuck. I am so freaking petty. I'm so petty. I will get mad and I will cry and then I'll get better, but I will cry eventually. So I try to not compete in this kind of stuff. But you see, the reason why my channel has been getting a lot more exposure nowadays and it has been a bit more open to, you know, having more eyes, and the reason why you probably ended up here, Valerie, is because the original bet was on content creation. As you guys may know, me, Pepper, and Jerry have been a lot closer together recently. We've been hanging out a lot. We'll be talking to each other a lot. And it all began with the one of just wanting to make this work, right? Wanting to make VTubing work, wanting to be entertaining, be somebody who can entertain the masses, right? That's how it all began. And we started talking to each other, trying to figure out how can we do this? How can we do this, right? What is the point? I've been doing this for 5 years and I barely got any growth. Like, what's going on, Mariah? What can I do? You know, those are the tags that we had at the beginning. Of course, my pen is not working no more. You know, those were the sort of talks that we had at the beginning, right? We were just chatting to see where this would lead, you know? And eventually, we sort of figured out, obviously, that the only way, the surefire way to growth is to make videos, right? What is the point is crazy. Okay, listen. You cannot tell me that you didn't think about that sometime. You cannot tell me that you didn't think about it. Anyway, going back to my story, thank you. At some point in time, we kind of just agreed that the way to growth was to get exposure in other ways that was just not just streaming. And hi, Pepper on the other side. See, we have 2 Peppers now. They're hunting me. They're hunting me. He is quite literally relishing the fact that I lost. He's relishing on it. You know what the worst part is, though? Okay, here's the thing. When the news got out, and when I say the news got out, because they didn't really get out, but when we talked about when we talked about the fact that we lost, me and Joetti lost, we both did. He was so pedantic about it. You were so pedantic. You were kind of like, and you thought that I was not able to keep up, and then I was the only one who did. Anyway, going what the bet was, though. The whole thing was, okay, we gotta get videos out there. Be it shorts, be it actual videos, we gotta start working on things, you know? We gotta expose ourselves in some way, shape, or form. And so, we decided, you know what? The best way to do it is to make actual YouTube videos. And so, we had a schedule set by Joetti. Every 2 weeks or so, we were supposed to put out a video. Or 3 shorts. 3 shorts will count as just 1 video. You know, shorts are easier, right? You can get a lot of exposure from them, and it also happens that they're also kind of like one of the easiest contents to make, you know? If you are any type of TikTok pilled, you kind of sort of know and understand what the YouTube algorithm wants when it comes to shorts. They just want you to get to the fucking point. And so, it started with shorts, and I started posting more shorts due to that. As it turns out, shorts were working out for me, but in a way that wasn't not that really that productive, because I was getting views, of course, but I wasn't really getting any the traction that I wish it could have been, you know? It wasn't making me feel like I was actually making progress in this challenge. It felt more so like I'm just doing things for the sake of doing them, right? And because this vet was ongoing, it sort of started making me feel more productive and making me feel like I can do things, right? And so, I got a little bit daring. I stopped posting shorts and instead started focusing on my first video, which is the Genshin video. I started focusing on it, trying to be more, what's it called? Trying to produce more, you know? Trying to produce something that I would be proud of. And I completely stopped production on shorts in order to favor this video. And because of that, I went on a 3 absolutely manic episode to get this video out. And I got the video out. It didn't got the reception at first that I thought it was gonna get, so I was like, you know what, it's fine. We're just gonna keep going through it. We're gonna keep going. We have a challenge to complete. And then I noticed that doing things in a manic episode is probably not the best idea. It's probably not the best thing that you should be doing. And so, because of that, I sort of became really, really, really burnt out. I didn't really want to stream and I didn't really want to do anything because it just didn't feel good, you know? It felt like I put a lot of time for not really that much investment at all. Sorry, not really that much payoff. Apologies. I don't know how to talk no more. But eventually I came out of this rut. But I came out of this rut too late. I came out of the other side a little bit too late. And the last week of the second to last week of the channel of the challenge was upon us, you know? I did not have my next video out. I was not even close to completing it, to be honest. And so, the challenge was, if you fail to put a video out there by the second week in that moment, then you are supposed to draw the persons who make it to the end. And as it turns out, the only person who made it to the end was Pepper. So, Pepper is the only one getting a drawing from me today. And that's the reason why I'm drawing him. I lost the bet, but it was the best mistake I could have ever made. Because at the end of the day, my video ended up getting so much traction. I got 200 subscribers from it, of like more, I think. I don't know. I haven't seen... I don't check the stats anymore because they make me anxious. But because of that, I ended up getting a lot more traction, and it felt so good to have that traction that I just kind of realized that I wanted to make more videos, you know? I wanted to make more videos. I wanted to be more... to be seen more than just a streamer, you know? They make me feel really productive. And so... but back to today, we're here. We're here now. And I'm a man of my word, you know? I'm a man of my word. I will fulfill my duty. And now I'm here drawing this bitch. Drawing this little demon. Which is so funny. So funny that he is a chef and then now he's just doing Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, Pepper, tell us about it. Tell us about your experience. How do you feel about the fact that you won and we lost? How do you feel about that? Are you feeling cocky, you motherfucker? I know you are. I know you are. Because you were incredibly cocky when you found out that we lost. But hey, it doesn't hurt to ask. Yes, you feel cocky? Damn. Not an ounce of feel bad for my competition. He doesn't feel bad for me. He just wanted me to lose. But honestly, the original idea was to bet money, but to be honest, we're poor. We're Vtubers. We're poor. We're poor. What do you mean money? We don't have money. There is no money to be had in this business, which is sad, but it's the truth. I mean, I focused too much on not losing the bet rather than making the channel grow. I mean, that's fair though. It was a bet after all. It was a bet. It is a fair thing to say that you wanted to be more, that you wanted it to be more what's it called? More fair to you, you know? Because it was a bet that was designed for us to do more content, you know? But anyway, that's the lore. That's the reason why we're here drawing this beach. And again, though, I kind of owe it to Pepper to draw him a little bit more, because he's drawn me a couple times and I never drew him. So think of it as me paying my karmic debt, if you will. Think of it as I am paying a little bit of a tribute towards a friend. But yeah, also, I hope you know that I'm not drawing you with a ponytail, Pepper. I hope you know that I'm not drawing you with a ponytail. I'm drawing you with the hairstyle that I actually like from you. The only art, the only actual thing that you use, because I don't even think you use your ponytail anymore. I'm drawing you with this hairstyle. Because this hairstyle is my favorite. But yeah, how do you guys feel about Pepperino? How do you feel about Pepperino? Do you like Pepper? Do you like this Pepper? Because I think this is my favorite Pepper. Yeah, he does use it. He doesn't use it anymore. That's the thing, though. He has moved on. We moved on from being femboys. Well, we're like you moved on. But anyway. Anyway. That is enough about the context. I use it when you cook, and which is funny because your hair is not even long in here. So why are you using it for cooking? Why are you using it for cooking? For cooking in a, if you don't even, huh? You think it's also more unsanitary to not use it? I prefer long hair pepper or bald pepper. I prefer short hair pepper. I know. He's hotter this way. Listen, I have never hidden my abandon of attraction to men. So I think he's hotter here. Anyway. Talking about other things though. Halloween is upon us, people. Halloween is getting very close indeed. And actually, I'm not that excited about Halloween. I'm gonna be so for real with you. I don't like Halloween that much. I'm not a Halloween person. Why? Because I'm Mexican. I was raised to hate Halloween. Halloween was the enemy. But no, I'm more excited about the fact that she's coming, folks. She's coming. Mariah Carey goes stronger and stronger the longer we go on. My ritual is working and she shall rise once again. All I want for Christmas is you. Wait, she's in Fortnite? You're kidding. Is she in Fortnite? Chat, confirm. Chat, confirm. Is she in Fortnite? Since last year? Please tell me. Wait. I hope. This is my hope. I hope that every time she kills you, every time she does like a headshot, they just play All I Want for Christmas Is You. I'm about to head to bed, but this is so real. One, we losing a bed? Both of us losing a bed. Hi, Judy. How you doing, sweetheart? But yeah. I wanted to ask you guys though. Are you dressing up for Halloween? Like, I don't care for Halloween, but I know that a lot of people do. So, are you dressing up on Halloween? Are you doing a Halloween thing? I made a quick short today. Hell yeah, girl! And hats off to you for actually being productive and not being like me, who I wasn't productive all day today. Been feeling productive with uni hanging over them. Ooh. I'm glad you're feeling productive. Oh god. Pepper, can you do me a favor and take care of that bot for me? I would appreciate it. Quick follows. Quick followers on streamboo.com. Honestly, girl, can I just say, you guys know those bots that reach over to you on Twitter? You know? You guys know you guys know those bots that are like hot mamas in your area, right? Have you ever seen that? Have you ever gotten those emails? I've gotten them a lot more recently, but they started getting more creative. I think they realized that I'm gay, and they're not really offering me hot mamas anymore. They're trying to bait me with cats now. They're trying to bait me with cat pictures. Which I don't even like cats that much. But that's their strategy now. They have changed strategies. They have changed content strategies. They realized that their big basangas are not really working for me now. And now it's just animals. I also saw another one that was really funny the other day. Wait, hold on. Wait, let me read you this one. Hold on, let me read you this one. This one is really fucking funny, dude. Let me read you this one. This is by Stella.com. And it says like the following. A Google app that can satisfy men's desires. Men and women for all around the world ready to display their exquisite nude beauty. so funny. I don't know why. It's so funny to me. Like, I feel like... I don't know. How do you guys feel about product placement? You got a drop pepper? Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately for all of us, I got a drop pepper. But it's okay. We'll survive this. We'll get through this together. I think having a third place is productivity. Oh, you mean like going to a place that makes you feel productive? You mean? Graham ugly. I physically can't. Unfortunately. I, as a lover of men, have a reputation to uphold. To be honest. I have a reputation to uphold. And because I love men, I must draw him and give him honor. Even if I think he doesn't deserve it. Library women. Honestly, that doesn't... Wait. Are you suggesting that I dress up as a slutty library assistant? Is that what you're suggesting? Because honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to it. That sounds nice. That sounds rich. I like that, actually. But I was thinking, what if I do like a Monster High version of Renan? Do you guys know Monster High? Like, are we aware of what Monster High is? Or no? Are we aware of what Monster High is and why Monster High is unfortunately the superior doll? Listen, I'm a Barbie Vtuber. I will go to war for Barbie. You know? I will go to war for Barbie. I will fight you, Chad. Valerie, Jueri, Pepper, Pablo, Inti. All of you here. I will fight you. I will fight you. I love Barbie. Barbie is probably the best doll in my eyes. But I cannot ignore the power that Monster High has. Monster High has incredible designs, both in fashion and character design too. And honestly, Gen 3 is the best that Monster High has ever been. I know people are blinded by nostalgia, but Gen 3 has a lot of body types. It has a lot of variety of dolls. Like the doll customizers, I'm sure, creamed their pants the moment that G3 was announced. Because he was really freaking nice. But that's what's better for me. I am a Boulder. Maybe Boulder in the makeup side of things, but I don't know. I feel like Bratz was fairly conservative. I think that Monster High in this first showing had a lot more to say about it, you know? I think Monster High had a lot more of a edge to it than Bratz ever could. Because the thing about Bratz is that Bratz was very 2000s, like say very based on the 2000s, like the 2000s era of things. So with Bratz being so rooted in one era of people, I suppose, I don't think it could ever like move on with the time, you know? I think eventually Bratz would just ended up falling apart, to be honest. I don't think it could keep up. I don't think it could keep up with the demand. It wasn't as adaptable as Barbie, and it didn't have such a timeless look as Monster High. You know what I mean? I don't know. Why am I discussing dolls now? I should have kept up with Gyaru fashion. The thing is, though, Gyaru fashion is also based on the 2000s. But that's the thing, though. That's about that's the thing about fashion in general nowadays. Fashion is not really as cyclical as people made it out to be anymore. It used to be. Hey, don't get me wrong. Fashion used to be incredibly cyclical. You couldn't keep up with it even if you wanted to. But nowadays, fashion is kind of evolving and going to more of a place of what's to say? Like, imagine fashion, like the fashion world and fashion dress, as a really nice disc. It's a flat disc, just like a Wheel of Fortune, right? Wheel of Fortune. And it's constantly spinning as we switch and move around in trends, right? Sometimes they are divisions, the divisions of this Wheel of Fortune of fashion. It has more lines and sometimes it has less lines. But right now, it's spinning so fast. Fashion is cyclicality is moving too fast that things that should by now be moved out of style just sort of stay still, because by the time they go out, they are back in, you know? Like, in reality, considering time and everything, the fashion that was from my childhood should not be back just yet. Like 2010s, 2000 to 2010s fashion shouldn't be back in style so fast now. Like, in reality, it was just in a blink of an eye. It shouldn't be back this fast, but it is. And that sort of made me realize that it doesn't matter. You don't have to keep up with fashion anymore, because now every fashion trend is just... It just feels like it's not gonna go out in style. It just feels timeless. Everything feels timeless right now, which is why I think it's like a good time to like try and find your own style, you know? It's a good time for people to figure out what they want from their clothing, who they want to be, what they want to do. It's a good time for that, you know? It's a good time. You know, I just realized, Pepper, we have a very similar eye shape. Except that I have a bit more ashes than you. Yeah, Y2K comment had died in 2020 and it already came back in a new flavor. I know, right? Like, it's coming back way too fast. So at this point, it doesn't matter. You don't have to please anyone anymore with your fashion decisions. You have to please yourself. You just have to please yourself. And that's it. And also, it's the internet. Like, it's the era of the internet. People are gonna find you cool whether you want to or not. People are gonna find you cool whether you want to or not. Like, there are people, like, for example, in Genshin Twitter, that they just make random tweets of people just saying, hey, did so-and-so is chop. And they get so much attention and detail. Like, attention that honestly they quite frankly don't deserve, but it's just what happens. The internet deems a lot of people iconic when they shouldn't be. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think that you're that iconic. I just think that you're a person who makes banger tweaks from time to time. I'm making like you look a little bit crazy. Hold on, sorry, Pepper. I'm making it look a little bit too cray-cray. Let me fix that real quick. I don't know. But you are cray-cray. Hold on. I think this could all be fixed if I just make the pupil a little bit. I think what needs to happen is this needs to go even further down, just exacerbating the smugness. Because that's what I want. That's the vision that I have. Just a smug son of a fuck. I just want a Pepper that says, huh, you lost. No? That's what I want. That's what I care for. Then again, though, if I want you to be smug, probably a crazy eye is probably not the way to go. Semi-realistic Pepper scares me. Really? Why? I don't think it should scare you. Okay, let's be honest, Chad. Do you like my art style? Chad, do you like my art style? How do you feel about my art style? Do you like it or do you not like it? Because honestly, it will be fine if you don't like it. To be honest, I think it's okay. Wow, you two could really have the flequillo on the same side. Okay, first of all, I had this before Pepper did. You know why? Because I've been on the industry a lot longer than he has. Pepper technically only has 3 years. I'm already going. Oh my god. Bitch! Bitch! Girl! It's gonna be... Next year is gonna be 6 years of Renan. I'm gonna kill myself. This is too much. This is too much. This too much. It's too much. What do you mean it's about to be 6 years of Renan? Hello? I think I gotta go home. I think the stream is over, dude. I don't know how can... I don't know how to cope with that information, to be honest. Renan Vtuber auntie status. No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I am so scared. I am so incredibly freaking scared, girl, of people calling me Unk. I am so scared of people calling me Unk at this point. Like, sure, auntie is fine. I guess I can go with auntie. But I am so fucking scared of people calling me Unk. Like, the moment that happens, I think I'm gonna just run. I'm gonna run for the hills. And if you call me Unk right now, you're gonna be banned. I pack it up, chat, pack it up. I have mods on the... For once in my life, I have mods on both channels. I have the power to kick you out. Auntie, you're getting demoted. Auntie, you're getting demoted. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I don't know how to feel about semi-realistic Pepper, to be honest. It's okay. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think my art style is okay. I appreciate it, actually. I don't know. There's something about it. There's something about my art style that sometimes makes me feel as though I kind of went in a direction I didn't want to. Because here's the thing. My art started evolving a lot closer to something more realistic, you know? Like, and I think it's fine, but sometimes I wish I would have stayed a bit more in the anime side. But don't get me wrong, I like my art now. I like my art and I like the way that it looks, but I sometimes see like really cool anime pieces and I'm like, man, I wish I could do that. I wish I could just be like the cool artist that I follow. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I think all I need then is just to move this down here. One second, you're gonna look really ugly for a moment. I just need to figure this out real quick. Okay, there we go. I like that a lot better. I was gifted with looking 18 in my mid-20s. My life is good, people. I fucking hate you. To be honest, though, I think the only reason why I look as old as I look, and I don't even look that old, to be honest, but I think the reason why I look my age is primarily and mostly just because I think the Mexican gene is kicking in a little bit. Like, I do look younger than most people on their mid-20s. That is true. But I do know that that we Mexicans don't age as well as we should. You know? We kind of end up looking like raisins by the time that it's like probably around 40, which is unfortunate. Really, it's really unfortunate. But I do have Asian genes in my body. Like, I don't know. I feel like my pinky toe is probably Asian. I don't really know how to quantify it properly. You know what I mean? But I do know that I have Asian blood in my body, and I'm hoping it sort of kicks in, at least by my 30s. By my 30s, like, I hope it kicks in by then. It kicks in, because I need it. I need it. I need it to kick in earlier than it probably should. Why? Because I generally don't want to end up looking like my grandfather. Like, no shade to that man, but that man looked rough by my age. That man looked really, really rough. I think 1/8 of me is Asian genes. Ooh. I think my case is like 1/3, because it was my grandmother who was Asian. I think that's how it works, right? Is that how genes works? Like, it's just like one of... This could get me canceled. No, hold on. Let me rephrase that. Like, does it happen that maybe you just had, like, just, you know, one of your fingers is... Not your fingers. I'm just gonna say it the way that it comes to my brain. Like, does it happen that one of your fingers just happens to be Asian and the rest of you is just American? Like, one of your fingers is just really good at doing math. Listen, I'm generalizing because it's true. Call me whatever you want. Generalizations happen because it's true in most people. You know, one of these days, I'm gonna be your canceled Oshi. Honestly, though, it doesn't even come out of a place of malice, like me being canceled, probably. What's gonna happen is that I just said some stupid shit that can be taken incredibly out of context, and then somebody who's just malicious is gonna cancel me. Chad, can I be your problematic fave? Am I your problematic fave? Like, Chad, can I be your problematic fave that you forget about everything just because you like me? I'm kidding. Please no. If I ever do actually do something bad, please do call me out on it. Thank you. I'm mostly joking here. But yeah. Right off the back, I'm canceled. Hi, Turbo. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, I can hear the Google Doc is being typed out just now. Google Doc is indeed. But anyway, how is this pepper turning out? I'm putting a lot more intention to the sketch than I wanted to be honest. But yeah, Pepper, how do you like your eyes? Do you like your eyes? Do you feel like your eyes are the windows to your soul, or does it look too happy? Because honestly, you're a bit of a depressed bitch, so. But if it looks too happy, I can correct it. I can always just do this. Hold on. If it looks too happy. Ah, shit. If it looks too happy, I can always just do this. How do you feel about this? Oh, this looks so fucking funny. Oh, it's so fucking funny, dude. Oh, this is actually an accurate depiction of real life. The mustache makes me look like a cartoon villain. I feel like it's fair, though. I feel like it's nice. I feel like it represents you. You really said ethnic jokes might be uncouth, but you laugh because they're based on truth. I mean... for the most part, I think that's just comedy in general. You know... comedy is like 90% making fun of people and 10% just not meaning it, you know? 10% just people taking it lightly. So if you really want to take it there, I think comedy is just the intersection between insults and specificity. You know, it's specific enough for it somehow to not be annoying or offensive, right? But it's not too not so specific that it's how do I make this? How do I say this in a way that makes sense? It's specific enough for people to not be upset with it, but general enough for people to kind of see it and be like, okay, yeah, that's true. You know? This is also just probably the Mexican in me, to be honest. I'm gonna be for real with you guys. We Mexicans are really mean people. I've actually, you know, back when I was first started English, when I first started learning English, it took me so much to actually learn how to not be offensive, per se. And this is not because I was trying to be offensive. It's not because I was trying to be mean to people and actually make fun of people, right? It's just that we Mexicans tend to be, we have a sense of humor that is not for the faint of heart, you know? It's the type of sense of humor that is really brutal and is to make jokes at the other people's expense, right? And so when I first started communicating in English, I didn't know that, you know, American humor wasn't as brutal, you know? It wasn't as bad. And it took a really long time for me to get used to the sensibility that I must have, both as a content creator and just as a person interacting with the world at large, you know? So nowadays I do try to keep those jokes to a minimum, right? But sometimes it just comes out, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do not mean to be uncouth, as Pepper so eloquently put it, although I think that's a really big word for you, girl. I see that somebody has been hitting the dictionary recently. I do not mean to be uncouth, so I'm sorry if that actually ended up offending somebody, you know. One of the things that about me that tends to that tends to really please people for some reason. I don't know why this pleases people. I don't know if the bar is set that low that it makes people feel better about it. But one of the things that people tend to like about me is that I'm a person who is willing to learn, and I am a person who is willing to improve themselves. My nose? What the fuck? What do you got against me? Hello? Huh? Wait, hold on. Back up. What about my nose? Are you jealous? Are you jealous about this nose? Are you jealous that I unlike other Vtubers, can breathe? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that God did not give you the right to breathe, but I did. Oh. Sorry. I don't know why I got so offended at that. I don't know why I got so offended at that. Do you guys see that? Defensive. I don't know why I'm feeling defensive today. Let me need some water. Is what people like about me my nose? Actually, no, I don't think so. I actually think that my nose tends to put off people because somebody's self-conscious about their nose. Okay, I'm gonna be so for real with you. I think that the reason why my model looks really weird to most people is just because I have a real nose. It's just because my nose has three-dimensionality to it. And most VTubers don't have that. But yeah. Anyway, one of the things that people tend to like about me a lot is just my willingness to learn, right? My willingness to learn from my mistakes. Because at the end of the day, it's a good thing about being a people pleaser is I just don't want anyone to be mad at me, you know? I want people to have a fun time when they interact with me, when they are around me. So I just want people to be honest, you know? People to be honest and tell me, hey, this is a problem. You know what? You're a fucking bitch. I was quoting lyrics from a song, by the way. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense because those were some big ass words for you, my dude. I'm sorry to say, I didn't expect you to know the word uncouth. I'm gonna be for real. That word came out a surprise coming from you. A pleasant surprise, don't get me wrong, but a surprise nonetheless. Also, that's rich coming from you now that I think about it. You criticizing my ethnic jokes when you make them all the time. As if you, in our first collab with Juju, didn't call her racist. Oh, that was so funny. That was so funny, but it was so awkward at that moment. See, Chad, we live and we learn. You don't understand? I started speaking English less than 3 years ago. I'm very started in Spanish. Starts in Spanish. But dude, you've been speaking Spanish all your life. What do you mean you just started in Spanish? Hello? Are you saying that you were born 3 years ago? Oh, hold on, guys. I can feel a bit of a headache coming in. Give me 1 second. I'm very smart in Spanish. Okay, I see what you were. Okay, I need to ask. For all of us here, I think most of us here are bilingual. I think. Probably. Most of us here are bilingual, right? Chad, raise your hand. Do an 07. Do an 07 if you're bilingual. Do an 07 if you're bilingual in the chat, please. I think most of us here are bilingual. Like, we know more than one language. I think. Maybe. Whoa. Wait. Hold on. Flip your wig around, Dina. Why do you look so much gayer like this? I don't know why. You look so much gayer like this. It kind of went like... See? Hold on. This is the bisexuality that people talk in the Bible. Straight, gay. Straight, gay. Straight, gay. I don't know why this makes you look so much fruity to me. I don't know why. This is like your evil and even gayer cousin. Look at this. I mean, he's bisexual, so it makes sense, you know? He has one gay side to him. Just one single gay side. Anyway. So, if you are bilingual, let me know if this also happened to you. Did you also lose like a good like 20 to 30% of your original language? You know? Like, did that happen to you? Because here's the thing. I used to be a lot more colorful with my words in Spanish. In Spanish, I used to know a lot more. And like Pepper so eloquently put it, I was very smart in Spanish. But as soon as I started learning English, I sort of forgot about things. What do you mean lose? Okay, so at least in the way that I picture it, imagine your brain as a CPU, right? Not a CPU, like a hard drive, like a storage drive. And you have a certain percentage that you need to dedicate to a certain amount of things. I think that a good portion of the library, of the lexicon that I had in Spanish got lost when I started learning English. Because, you know, I had to make space for it. it was that I became really unpracticed in Spanish. Now, the only reason why I probably haven't forgotten about Spanish at all is because I speak it in my daily life, right? But I don't talk to people in Spanish that much anymore, aside from my family. I don't really interact with the outside as much, to be honest. So, because I don't interact with people on like a higher level, like a very, very high level, you know? Because I don't interact with people at a high level in Spanish anymore, I don't have a lot of that very fancy language that I used to have, you know? Like, I think I can still recall upon it. I think I can still call upon it. I can bring it forth, I think. But it requires a lot more brain power than it used to. You know what I mean? Bible, his eyes open on the left or his eyes open on the left side. That's gay. Get him! Get him! Seize him! Wait, have you guys seen this? Hold on. I need to. I'm gonna show. Hold on. Everybody, shut up. Shut up. Okay, I need to show you this. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I'm gonna share my screen as otherwise if I was in Discord. Hold on. Give me 1 second. No capture. No, wait. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this video because this video is so fucking funny to me. Okay. I don't know if you guys ever seen this video before.
Patrick? Did you bring enough for the whole class? Seize him.
It's so fucking relatable though. So the quote for those who don't understand this video says, girls can detect food from 3 miles away and are more likely to steal food after they see somebody touch it. And so, you know, it's based on the whole idea that on school, whenever you open a packet of anything, you sort of get assaulted by your classmates. And I don't know why. The fact that Turbo says get him, it sort of got me into this mindset, just like seize him. The way that he says seize him is such an evil like Victorian accent, just like seize him. It's so funny to me for no reason. I don't know. Nobody else is laughing. I am laughing. I am the laugh. This is for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chad. I know that is not as funny to you as it is to me. I love to learn. I love to learn about animals. I like learning. Oh nah, I'm very eloquent in Italian. The only thing that happened to me is that sometimes I forget some words in Italian and start remembering in English. That's what happens to me too. It happens to me too. Like, I'd be in the middle of talking Spanish to my mom, and I will be like, and I will dead ass just stop in the middle of a sentence and have to literally translate in my mind from English to Spanish what the word is. Because I know what the word is in English. I know what the word is in English. But I don't know what it is in Spanish. And it pisses me off. It pisses me off so much. I want to know what the word is in Spanish. You look so gay, Pepper. Anyway, sorry. I wasn't here to commit great crimes. I apologize. Why did I embarrass you in the first place? What did I want it to do? I forgot. Anyway, do you guys enjoy my little video animal facts? Do you guys have that experience though? Do you guys have that experience? Like, forget the animal fact. Forget the animal fact and forget the fact that that I ever talked about animals. Let's talk about the human animal, right? What is it about middle school and just school in general that you open a packet, you know? Like, that you open a packet of chips, or in this case, gum, and then suddenly it's like a bomb went off, and somebody, and everybody just starts asking you for food. Like, Mariah, if you wanted food, you should have gotten it. And the worst part is, though, I'm a culprit of that too. I'm a culprit of asking, even though it isn't, even though I didn't want it to begin with. It's just something about the human nature that we covet. We covet, we want what we don't have. And suddenly, you see chips, and you want chips. Even though you know that you're probably not gonna enjoy it that much, but you want the chips, you know? That's so real. Monolingual thing I do it on purpose because to pretend I'm cool. Girl, I don't think my mom thinks I'm cool. I think my mom is actively thinking that my brain is degrading, that I'm withering away, that something happened and somebody like Thanos snapped my mind and I'm losing myself. If I didn't know her better, I would think that she thinks that knowing English is evil. But you know, she's not that conservative. Hunger because of boredom. Oh, speaking of animal facts, do you guys know? Baby ducklings can eat each other for boredom. They engage in bored cannibalism. So, beware of your friendly duckling, you know? Beware of your friendly duckling. Beware of your Vtuber duck friends, because they might eat you if they get bored. Never invite a dog to a gathering. What is your bottom ass joker? Oh, there you are. Man, I don't... Jokers have been ruined for me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, Chad. Jokers now feel indecent. They were so cool back when I was growing up. And now they feel so indecent. Most relationships in the animal kingdom are gay. True! True! Like penguins. Penguins, when they lose their partners, they will turn gay. That's a real story. So, for anybody out there who's writing BL, be inspired by penguins. Have them, you know what? Have them lose... Oh, you know, actually, that's my favorite tag. Now that you guys got to talking to me about BL now. So now this is gonna be your problem. Anyway, my favorite tag out of all of the ones that I have in Yaoi is called LGBTQ parent. Most of the time is Empreg. I will not lie about that. Most of the time, that tag contains a lot of Empreg. But the thing I like about it the most, though, is just a single father, be it because of divorce or be it because of circumstances they have acquired a child. A child has come into their care. And they find solace in the company of another man. That will be... That is... Delish. That is delish. I love that. I love that. Colin and their gay husband. Yeah. Like, particularly when they showed to be like, I like the wholesome variety about this. I like the wholesome by like the wholesome variety of this, in which it's just like the child grows a bond with their in this case, my favorite one in particular is one that's called a Motoyan Papa or something like that. Hitsuji to Motoyan Papa, something like that. And in this case, is the teacher of the child, who turns out to be the childhood friend of the dad, who just recently started taking care of their child because for some reason or another they weren't before, right? And it's so wholesome because it's not only combining childhood friends, like the childhood friend trope, which I am such a sucker for. I love a good childhood friend story. It makes me feel like that could possibly happen to me, you know, even though I didn't have any childhood friends. But anyway, and then it goes to them just like relearning their dynamic, not only as teacher parent, but best friends, right? And the child becomes so attached to the teacher that in one of their like school projects, they do like those like memory books in which we're supposed to say, hey, I did this today and stuff like that. It's like a diary, right? And he is included on every single like diary entry. And that was so fucking wholesome, dude. Like it sort of restores my it restores my faith on humanity, you know? I don't know if I'm doing a good job of explaining what I like about this. Am I doing a good job, Chad? Are you enthralled? Do you like the possibility? Do you like the possibility of what I'm talking about? Or am I just stupid? Because honestly, I feel like I suck at explaining things sometimes. What is mpreg? I'm a visual learner. Oh, okay. I can help you with that real quick. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I can help you with that real fucking quick. And just to preface this, tell Manzana I'm sorry for this. Tell Manzana I'm very sorry what I'm about to do with her art. And it's not doing what I wanted to do. Sorry, I'm very quiet. I'm very focused on drawing this pregnant belly. That is not how things work. Hold on. Let me just. I hate drawing curvature sometimes. These are tension. They should be tension lines here. Because, you know, Pepper is pregnant. Pepper needs to get better clothing, I suppose. Ah, I didn't get it. Oh, well, whatever. Does this help, Pepper? Does this help to explain what mpreg is? I honestly did a horrible job drawing this. Hold on, let me increase that belly. There you go. There you go. Now that's a pregnant belly. Does it help, Pepper? Is this a nice visual example about what mpreg is? I hope it helps. Hope it helps. You actually did edit Pepper to be pregnant. Hey, he was asking for it. He asked what is mpreg, and I just did a visual example. That's me at my friend's wedding. Honestly, I am so sorry for defiling Manzana's artwork. I am so sorry. Please, everybody, Chad, write my written apology to Manzana, please. Speaking of which, speaking of weddings, when's the last time that you went to a wedding? When's the last time that you actually went to a wedding you actually wanted to go to? Because like it hasn't happened to me yet that I have been invited. Because I have gone to weddings unannounced. I've gone to weddings unannounced and without the knowledge of the people who were having the wedding there. I have been at weddings in which I was not invited. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I'm asking more so, when's the last time that you were wanted to a wedding and that you wanted to go to? I've been to more funerals than weddings recently. Ooh. That's kind of grim. That's grim. Isn't that a little too early though, Pepper? Like at your age range, are people not supposed to get married more at your age range? Like that feels a little bit too early. Like don't get ahead of the party. Don't try to beat out your ACT score, you know? Be more like the rest of us. My Facebook got hacked, so I don't really have Facebook anymore. But I remember the small period of time in which I started seeing people getting like having children and get married, and I am here pretending to be an anime woman or man, you know, an anime woman or man here just for quote unquote money, even though I'm not getting any money from this. I need to open this shirt up. This is way too conservative. Way too conservative. This shirt needs to be opened the fuck up. There we go. There we go. Now that feels more like it. The other day I noticed that most of my real friends have been in a relationship for many years. Ooh. Okay, but here's the thing though. I think the main problem with wedding culture is expecting gifts. The main problem with wedding culture is expecting gifts, because let's be honest here, we're all broke. We're all broke. Honestly, I think it's kind of selfish to have a wedding right now. Like, what about me? Like, sure, your happiness, I'm sure you're happy, whatever, I don't care. What about me? What about the me in this relationship that we're having between me, you, and your husband? I am too poor to be giving you to be giving gifts. You know? I'm too poor to be giving gifts. It depends, to be honest, really. And what does it depend to? What makes it depend? Which arm is this? That would be the one that has belts. That is weird. Why do you have belts in there? I'm not gonna try it like that. Not every wedding is like that, really. I feel like that's all the weddings that I've ever been to. Once again, I'm talking about the ones that I've been invited to, not the ones that I have accidentally and sometimes intentionally crashed into. You know? I don't know. I haven't gotten to the age in which my actual friends have started to get married. But I kind of wanted to come earlier, you know? I wanted to come earlier just because I wanna feel like something is happening to me too, you know? Like I wanna experience second chance happiness, because I haven't been in a relationship in like ever, you know? I haven't been in a relationship since forever. And one might say that I have not even had a relationship at all, and that is fair. But because I am foreseeing being alone for a very long time, I kind of just want people to start to get married in my vicinity, just so that I can experience that rush of happiness without having a relationship myself. Because honestly, finding a relationship in this economy, in this day and age, never. I actually think it depends on how close you are to the couple. Really? So like the closer you are, the more expected you are to give gifts. Young one will be single, trust me. Can you not pray upon my happiness? Can you not pray upon my happiness, Thurvo? Actually, hold on. Now that I think about it, I did say your comment, Pablo, just now. Apologies. Apologies. I've been yapping. I've been yapping a lot lately. Apologies. But Pablo, I do want to ask you. We need to come up with a name for this dude. Like a name. Like what is? Like, what is the opposite of pepper? Is it sugar? Because it's spice, sugar and spice. Is it sugar ones? Sucrose ones. Oh my god, this is sucrose ones. Sucrose. That's his name. Sucrose. That is a gay name. That sounds very gay. Sucrose. Salt. Salt ones. That is true. Salt ones. Although pepper ones is because he's a pepper, not because it's pepper the condiment. It's pepper the actual pepper. I'm talking about chile. I'm talking about chile. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about... That is... Hello? Why is my thing not working? I suddenly realized that I don't know how to draw peppers. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. Then strawberry. Strawberry Wednesday? Well, one of the first comments that I ever told Pepper is that I thought that he was a strawberry Twinkie. So I guess that makes sense. Pepper. Your gay evil twin is now called Strawberry. Strawberry Wednesday. That's his name. Fruity. I mean, he is gay, so makes sense, doesn't it? Man, I now have become aware of what my situationship is with relationships now again, and I don't like it no more. I want to go back to being ignorant. Because realizing that I haven't been in a relationship in like 14 plus years makes me feel really fucking sad. Like, I don't know. On the one hand, I want a relationship, but on the other hand, what do I do with it? Like, people who have been in relationships longer than I have, which most of my relationships have lasted only 1 month. People who have been in relationships longer than I have, what did you do? Like, genuine question. What do you do with your partner? Like, what is the fun of it? What's the fun of having a partner? Because I feel like sometimes I feel like it's probably more of a disadvantage than an actual advantage. But I want a partner. That's the thing. I want it. I don't know if it's a little childish to say that I want a partner, because, you know, at the end of the day, it sounds as though I only want a partner for the sake of having one. But genuinely, I'm just mostly asking, what do you do with a partner? Like, genuine question. What's the end? What's the goal? Not being alone. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, when you genuinely know that person, you do things with them, like literally anything. I guess it makes sense. So it's more so that, I guess when you want a partner is because you don't want to do things alone per se? Or like, do you think it will be more fun to do it with somebody else? Like, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I am capable of feeling love. That's the thing. Sex is kind of cool too, I guess. That's the thing. You know what? You know what's the funny thing about that is? The funny thing about talking about sex and me being a sort of a sexual person, right? Is that I don't really know how I would behave in that situation. Because like I said, I haven't had a partner long enough for it to even develop onto that, you know? That's the thing. I haven't had a partner long enough for it to even develop onto something that could even get to that point. So, I don't know if sex is like a thing that I would be doing that much, to be honest. I don't know. You know what? I'm taking boyfriend applications now. Apply now. Apply now. Be my first. That is so fucking parasocial. I am so sorry, Chad. I'm so sorry. I'm getting desperate, okay? Desperation is the name of the game. Okay, let's see. Let's see about this hair, shall we? Let's see about this hair. I really do like this hairstyle on you, Pepper. This hairstyle looks really good on you. Sorry, I'm taking a married to work. You're always worried. You're always married to something. Like, hey, weren't we supposed to be married now that I think about it? Weren't you and I supposed to be married, Pepper? Where is the love? Where is the love in this marriage? I haven't heard a single I love you in this whole relationship, and it's almost been a year. Actually, has it been a year? Has it been a year since of us knowing each other, or is it about to be a year? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know how time works. Time works in really weird ways, and I don't really like to acknowledge this because it makes me scared. Time makes me scared, and I don't like it. Good question. I don't know either. That's what I'm asking. What do you mean you don't know? You're supposed to be the one who knows. Hello? Okay, Chad. This is kind of embarrassing now. I've been taking way too long. I've been mostly just yapping, and I do enjoy yapping with you, Chad, but I do feel embarrassed that this has been taking me so long. I feel like I should be done with this now. I feel like I should be done with this now, but I just been yapping about my loneliness, and it feels so bad. Pepper, do you have a reference of you like looking from the side with this hairstyle? Do you have like a reference like this of looking from the side with this hairstyle, or no? Or do I just imagine it? If you want me to just imagine it, I will. But a reference from this side would be helpful. This is actually kind of weird the way that it is displayed. Because it's not... I don't think it even is short hair, is it? Yeah, no, I don't... It's actually kind of hard. Why do I feel like I'm drawing you like a K-pop idol? Why does it feel like I'm drawing you like a K-pop idol? Oh, I don't like that. Not the Pepper idol. Pepper as a K-pop idol sounds so cursed. It's been a bit of a year. Wow! Would you look at that, and we still hate each other. Isn't that lovely? I don't know how to draw your hair from this angle. I guess I'll just make it up, but still, it feels... This is very off-putting. How does your hair even come to the way that it comes to? I guess something like this? And then there is a gap, and then it will be like... Oh. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Your hair is weird. I don't like it. You know what? I don't like this hair anymore because this hair is kind of difficult to comprehend how it works. Ah, fuck. Okay, I need to introduce a little bit of volume here. Just a tad. There you go. Okay, there we go. There we go. You know what? It's so different from... It's such a different art style that it doesn't even feel like you at this point, doesn't it? Oh, okay, I'm gonna line this real quick, Chad. This process should be a lot faster. I think. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Chad, do you have an idea as for why I'm such a slow artist? Like, do we have any theories as for why I'm such a slow when it's colored? Who says I'm coloring this? Who said I'm coloring this? Remember, the bed was a doodle. How? We're getting greedy, I see. Now you want a fully colored commission. I see. We're getting greedy with it. I mean, I don't mind coloring it, but that is gonna take way longer than I wanted to be honest. And I don't really want to do this. Then I wouldn't do this on stream, if anything. If I'm gonna color it, it will be off stream. Oh, there's a weird gap in between it. Okay. There's a gap. There's a gap. I kind of love that this is kind of looking like a cowlick. Yeah, I don't think this is how it's supposed to look, is it? Is this how it's supposed to look? Hang on. I guess this is how it's supposed to look, I guess. Interesting. Interesting, if you will. I need to lower the opacity of this a bit more. Yeah. By the way, chat. I want to ask you something. Oh wait, I didn't even stop talking. I didn't even continue talking about the whole Halloween thing. Sorry, I've been like bouncing in between so many different things right now. Apologies. So, Chad, I was thinking, what if we do a Wendigo? What if I dress up as a Wendigo for this year? Because here's the thing, in a galaxy very far, far away, back when I was still going by the name Sakura Masaoki, I was a jackalope, you know, a bunny with antlers, right? I feel like most people know what a jackalope is, right? But a lot of people kept calling me a Wendigo, and I think it's because of my long ears. You know, people call me a donkey now, even though I'm not a donkey, but whatever. People used to call me a Wendigo, and I'm kind of like, I kind of want to lean back into that, just like add back my horns just for a bit. What do you guys feel about that? Just imagine like a Monster High version of that. Does it feel interesting? I have to go to the store. I'll be back in a bit. No worries. Hopefully I'll be able. Hopefully I'll finish that before you come back. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know if I will, to be honest. Honestly, expecting me to finish anything on stream is kind of homophobic, really. It's a little bit homophobic of you. Because I'm just a slow artist. I'm just slow. Meow meow. Oh, by the way, I think I've been growing out of my vocal stem. Even though I just went meow meow, I haven't done it in a while. So I think I'm growing out. I think I'm growing out of it. And I need a new vocal stem. I don't know. Something that needs to feel a little bit as like just as cringe as that. But not so much that it will make me feel bad. You know? Chad, do you have a vocal stem? Do you guys have vocal stems? And if so, what is your most recent vocal stem? Because mine is that. Mine is the meow meow. Because I don't know. I just... It's just sort of... A lot of my friends were saying it, and it kind of just makes sense. It's kind of just saying meow meow feels like you're understanding what I'm saying, even though I'm not saying anything. It feels like it can express a lot of a lot of ideas. That's how I feel about that vocal stem, but I don't know. What sort of vocal stems do you guys have? Because I know that most of you, let's be honest, a good majority of you are probably neurodivergent. But I would like to know what is your most recent vocal stem. If you want to share it with the class. If you don't want to share it, that's okay too. Because sometimes vocal stems can be really problematic things sometimes. Sometimes. Occasionally. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I love it. I love elf ears. Speaking of elf ears, I've been wanting to roleplay so much recently. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Nijisanji. Probably most of you are, really. Because, well, it is a VTuber space that I'm talking about here. But if you guys aren't familiar, Nijisanji has been doing this this roleplay thing, like this roleplay Minecraft server. And it made me want to roleplay again so bad, dude. I want to roleplay again. It looks so fucking fun. Like to just embody somebody else. You know. To just engage with the escapism of it all. They call it maladaptive daydreaming. I call it roleplaying, you know? Like, pretending to be someone else to get the approval of others. Like, mama, that's me. That's high school, by the way. Pretending to be someone else for the approval of others, that's high school. But that is something I love. I love it. Pretending to be someone else to entertain others is so fun. There's just something about it that really just calls me, and I don't know what it is. I just really enjoyed roleplay. And I'd be interested if you guys would like enjoy something like that. Like, would you guys like me roleplaying in like a Minecraft channel or something, like a Minecraft server? Or like, I know that I'm doing D&D really soon with Pepper. So I'm wondering if you guys would like to see that. Like maybe me DMing a campaign. That could be cute. That could be cute. I would love to do that. I suck at keeping track of things, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to try. Oh, I like this nose. This nose is fun. But knowing Pepper, he will probably have more of like a button nose. He's going like this. Yeah. Yeah. You know what's so funny about drawing like shapes like this? The funny thing about drawing shapes that have about drawing noses and 3D shapes in general, right? The funny thing about stuff like that is that when you think too much about lines, it sort of makes it hard to see how the shape will actually turn out. And so sometimes you gotta just think to draw it with shading, you know? Because if I remove the thing, if I remove the sketch, you don't really see the three-dimensionality of the nose. Now you can sort of get an idea of it, but it will look much better once I actually get to, you know, if I do get to render it out. Oh yeah, this took you a while. What took me a while? The drawing? Yeah, yes it has. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. It just happens. It happens. I tend to be a person who just draws really slow. Only 94 minutes and I'm still not done. The worst part is I'm still not done. It's a record though. Normally I would not even be on the refining phase at this time. I would like to say that this is a record for me, you know? How long does it take you to draw a turbo? Because I feel like you can crank out stuff really freaking fast. I'm curious. Meow meow. And then we need an eyebrow that just goes boom. Like so. Yes. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. I love eyebrows. Particularly, I love thick eyebrows. Something about thick eyebrows, they feel so expressive and nice. 20 minutes to 10 minutes. Bitch! How do you draw so fast? I don't understand. That feels like witchcraft to me. That feels like black magic. I don't know how you're doing that. How are you drawing so fast? Keep in mind, I was doing the pre-sketch way before I actually started stream. So add that to that, like probably like half an hour to like an hour maybe. When I sketch on paper is that fast. Okay, so do you take longer when you're doing it on like a tablet? On computer? You know why it is? I feel like when you're drawing with paper, sometimes you stop sweating the small stuff. Like one practice from what I know of most people is to sketch, zoom down, so that you don't get too stuck on the details, you know? That's a practice that I do know from a lot of artists. That's something that they do. Actually, I think I may want to draw. I think it might be for a better if I draw like individual. Well, not too individual, but mostly individual teeth. I think it's gonna help the composition in general too. So that is the middle teeth. It's 2 sets of teeth, then the canines, I think, if I remember right. And then 2 sets of teeth. Let me count actually. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 3. It's 2 times. It's 2 sets of teeth before the canines. This feels so weird. I don't like teeth. Teeth are weird. Teeth are weird. I don't like them. Sometimes the time becomes shorter on the phone and longer on the computer. Really? Shorter on the phone? You draw on your phone? Do you have like a tablet that connects to the phone? Or is it more so you're drawing on the phone itself? Because that is really freaking impressive. Hold on, let me just delete the lines right here. The lines are what's making it a little weird. Meow meow. Drawing on the phone with IB's pain. Wow. I don't know how people do that, to be honest. I don't know how people draw with... I don't know how people draw with just their finger. I remember when I was young trying to draw with a mouse, and it was so freaking painful. Like, my hands already shake like a maraca. I don't know how people draw with their fingers and do it successfully. That's the thing. Drawing with their fingers, I think everybody can do that, you know. But drawing successfully with a finger, that is a different story. Hold on, Chad. Let me lock in real quick. Let me lock in so that I can actually make a bit more progress on this, because this is really freaking embarrassing. This is a really bad second impression for those who were came to watch me yesterday, and now they feel like they're. I don't know how people draw on paper. That's crazy to me. Me neither. I actually learned to draw on a tablet. I never learned to draw on paper until I work it backwards, you know? I work it backwards. I started with a tablet, and then I started trying to apply the knowledge that I knew for how a tablet works to paper. And it wasn't that. It didn't translate very well. You know what? Because I don't have... I have those tablets that connect via USB. You know? Wait, really? I was kidding. Well, I am being serious, bitch. I am being serious. I do struggle drawing on paper. Because the thing is I have a tablet that is connected to my PC, but that it doesn't have a display. It's a no display tablet. So, I draw looking forward, right? I'm looking forward. I'm not looking at my tablet down here to draw. I draw looking forward. So, because I'm not used to looking like this, you know? Wow, that is a name that I haven't seen in such a long time. Hello, Falling Wave. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. But that is a name I haven't seen in forever. I hope you're doing okay. That is a name. Jesus, that is a blast from the past. I also have one of those. You have one of those? But can you draw on paper, though? That's the thing. Can you draw on paper? That is my thing, you know? That is my thing. I cannot draw on paper because the feeling is not the same. And also, there is a certain level of distortion when you're drawing on the paper, when you're drawing like this, looking at the paper in this way, looking down to it. There's a certain amount of distortion that you have to account for. And it's the reason why sometimes drawings can end up with like really small heads on paper. Or they can end up with like a huge forehead and a really, really tiny chin. It's because of like the distortion of your eyes. So you have to account for that too. You have to get like a level surface. So in general, I just don't know. It feels weird, you know? I don't enjoy the paper medium all that much, to be honest. I much prefer this actual medium that I work with. I'm okay. Just wanted to show some support and have you on Twitch for a while. Oh, that's okay. No worries. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. I'm glad that to see you're doing okay, though. It's been a really long time. Okay, let me see, though. What are we doing with this? I used to draw on paper when I was young. I mean, me too. Question. What did you start drawing, Chad? What did you start drawing? Like, what did you start with? Because I started with Vocaloid. I just wanted to draw Vocaloid. And I always been one to create my own OCs rather than to you know, I've been more to create my own OCs than to do fan art, right? But when I first started, I started drawing Vocaloid, and it's mostly just because it was easier to draw. You know why? Because I didn't have to draw hands when I drew Vocaloid, because they had like sleeves, you know, and they had sleeves. So all I had to do was just draw the sleeves, and I'll be fine. I learned to draw anatomy from Dragon Ball Z. Everyone I drew was buff as heck. Hell yeah, though. We love men. We love men that are buff. Honestly, that's the only thing that I stand to learn from Dragon Ball Z, is to draw buff men. And one of the things about Dragon Ball Z that I actually really do respect, and there is not that many things, but one of the things that I do respect about Dragon Ball Z though is that even though it's an amount of musculature that is not average to the normal human, right? The musculature that they show for Dragon Ball Z is not even too crazy either. What's crazy is Guilty Gear, dude. Have you guys seen the amount of buff that Guilty Gear does? Guilty Gear is fucking insane. Like, it's an amount of buff that is way too uncomfortable for anyone. So that's what I appreciate about Dragon Ball Z, is just it doesn't have an amount of musculature that will make you do a double take, but it is enough to believe that these people are, like, you know, quote unquote strong. You know, quote unquote strong. Because that's something I learned a lot during my because I did a lot of research for the body type video that I did not too long ago. Something that I learned is that being that kind of buff that the Dragon Ball Z characters are, which is like bodybuilder buff, you know, strongman buff, is not the same as weightlifting buff. Because the people who weightlift, they're actually a lot broader in the middle area. And what we know with the Dragon Ball Z characters, for example, is that they're more Dorito shaped, you know? They're more Dorito shaped, they have a tiny little waist, and that is a different type of strength. But they're not that strong. I started copying my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and drawing it into 4A paper so they were bigger. Really? Huh. Hey, that is now full circle though. That is full circle. You started drawing Yu-Gi-Oh, and now you're back here again in the Yu-Gi-Oh medium. How about that? How's that for a change? Hold on, let me drink some water. I haven't drank water in a while. They're meant to be martial artists, though. Well, that is true. That is true. It's a different type of buff. The Persona King was the first time I was using body landmarks. What are body landmarks, if you don't mind me asking? I feel like I probably know what you're talking about, but I don't know the way that you're talking about them. So if you don't mind exemplifying, I would appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Let's continue drawing this gay ass choker. By the way, can I just say I find it so incredibly funny that people who were introduced to Pablo in my stream were so attracted to his accent. The Argentinian accent. Argentinian power. Argentinian. Why are you yelling? Why? Why are you screaming? Don't scream at me. I've always been a fan. It shows, you know? It shows. I wonder, though. Oh, figuring out the things between distance of your body. Oh, right. Although, the thing about body landmarks, though, is that they are a bit dangerous to use in the long term, right? Like, you have to... They're good while you're starting to learn anatomy, right? Body landmarks. But you have to also be aware that body landmarks are different in different type of faces, you know? And there are different bodies for that. For example, something that I was taught is that your your elbow, like the height of your elbow is the same as your belly button. Like your belly button is supposed to be around the same height as your elbow. But that is not totally true though, because people who have shorter torsos have their belly button much higher than their elbows. And people who have longer torsos have their belly buttons much lower than their elbows. And that also doesn't account for like limb size either. There are people who have longer limbs than normal. Well, not than normal, because they're still normal. There are people who have longer limbs, right? And so because they have longer limbs, even though their torso is relatively proportional to their legs, they are still, their elbows are not like, their elbows are not in the same height as their belly button. So body landmarks can help, and they do certainly help, but I think it's a good idea to also do some priority, you know, like start your base sketch using the body landmarks, and then, you know, change the little things, like make the torso longer, or make the arms longer, make the legs longer, you know. I feel like that's the way that one can start adding a little bit of variety to their shapes. That's something I'm trying to get better at too, by the way. I'm trying to get better at doing like doing better bodies, better faces, and all that. Like in this example, I think I do a very basic face for me, to be honest. Like the morphology of this face is not something too outstanding or something too out there, right? But with my designs, with designs of my personal characters, I want to start doing like different faces, you know, different faces that are really recognizable, that they feel different from all the other characters that I've done before. I do that now with eyes in particular, but I want to start doing it with other parts of the body as well. Like other parts of the face, doing little differences with their bodies too, you know. You know what I mean, Chad? It's funny that your hair is kind of blunt at the ends, but it's so... I love Manzana's art style. Manzana's art style is so fucking fun. Pepper, can you tell Manzana that I love her art style? Because I don't know Manzana and I haven't talked to her, but you know, you can tell her, right? You can tell her that I like her art style, right? You can talk to her. I mean, I can, but that doesn't mean that I should. Like, I don't know. I don't know her enough to talk to her. That's the thing. Like, I want to get to know her, but like, I feel like randomly reaching out on DMs on Twitter is a little weird, you know? She does art streams quite regular now. Really? What is she drawing? Why does she draw nowadays? I feel like I need to just... Yeah, that feels better. Should I be moving this ear? I feel like I should. Hold on, let me do something real quick, Chad. Okay, there we go. That feels a little bit more proportional. To me, at least. Commissions. Oh, okay, I see. I want to open commissions, but I know that I'm a bit of an irresponsible artist, and I don't think it would be a good idea for me to open them anymore. At least, open them in big batches? No, I feel like I could do better if I open commissions in smaller batches, you know? Like, because I am so slow with doing things, and I tend to work in, like, spurts, I tend to, like, do art really slowly, and I feel like that's irresponsible for me in a commission setting. Because I don't think doing commission slowly is not good for your reputation, you know? Unless you let people know. You let people know that you are slow. So I don't know. I'm thinking about just doing like small commissions this time. like doing like chibi commissions in small batches, just so that I can have some income while this whole YouTube thing takes off. You know. You need to get commissioned so you get money so you can commission me. It all comes back to you, isn't it? It all comes back to Pepper once. I mean, what would I even want from you though? That's the thing. Like, that's the thing. If I do commission you, what would I commission from you? Is the question that I'm asking today in the studio. Like, what would I want? Probably a spicy pick. I'm kidding. But yeah, how do you feel, Chad? Would you get commissions from me? Like, you guys have been like seeing me draw for a while now. Would you get commissions from me? Would you commission me? +1. Also, you would commission me. I think. Probably. I don't know. I think that's what it means, right? So you heard my art style. I don't hate your art style. I think your art style is very pretty. I just don't know what I would do with it. That's the thing. And like, doesn't it happen sometimes that you as an artist, like, doesn't it happen sometimes that you as an artist go like, like as an artist, don't you go like, I don't know what to commission because I could draw that, you know? It's the thing. I could do it myself. I have to save money for a car, but at the same time, I will spend $150 on my games that are coming out. Hey, listen. Games are about treating yourself, you know? You're treating yourself when you buy games. A car can wait. You can still use your legs. You have legs. You have legs, right? You have legs. I would, if I could afford, I will have you do my Vtuber commission, my Vtuber concept art. Thank you. Honestly, that would be such an honor. I'm actually working with a friend to do their Vtuber design for re-debut and stuff like that. But I feel like I would not do Vtuber models anymore. I don't think I'm gonna do Vtuber models anymore in offer if I do open commissions again. I think I'm gonna stay on my lane and just do character design commissions. I feel like that's probably the best thing I could do. Because Vtuber models take such a long time to figure out. Like, you kind of need an engineering degree. It takes a lot of brain power, you know? It takes a lot of brain power for me to do Vtuber models. Like, my Vtuber model was so hard for me to figure out how to do it properly. And it took me forever. And the last Vtuber model commission that I have, which I'm still working on, it has taken me a long time to figure out how to split the layers properly. So I don't think I'm doing Vtuber models anymore. If anything, just for close friends. I would like to commission things that I can't do, like something that includes backgrounds or hard objects, or a style that is hard for me to replicate. I was going to commission something in the Yu-Gi-Oh art style for my cover, but I managed to do it myself somehow. That's the thing, right? That's the thing, is that sometimes when you're an artist, it's just like you have the I can do it myself mentality, you know? Oh, are you leaving, Pelling Wave? Okay, that's no problem. I hope you have a lovely day, though. Have a lovely day. But yeah, I would love to use your concept art one day if you ever feel so inclined to commission me. But yeah, I'm not doing Vtuber models anymore. Vtuber models are not for me. You know what? I think what I would want to commission, personally, is like a shoujo art style. Oh, I'm not leaving. I saw you said for close friends. Oh, okay, I see. Sorry. Apologies. But yeah, I think I would only do Vtuber models for close friends now. Because Vtuber models take a lot of time, a lot of resources to make. Quite frankly, if I want to make a bit of an income out of doing like commissions, and I want to project and consider myself a long friend. I mean, we haven't talked in a while, so it would be a while before we get into a level like that again. But hey, I think that friendships that come off of wanting to commission somebody else or something like that is not a good idea. So, you know, I think it might be best for me to just stick to doing character design for other people. You know, I feel like that's the thing that I do best. I have great ideas. Pepper, why do you have horns? It's the easiest kind to draw, though. It's the easiest kind of horn to draw, but still. Ooh, that looks sexy. That looks sexy. I like that horn. I like that horn. That horn feels fun. You know what? I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna do the lazy thing, and I'm just gonna copy and paste it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to redraw another horn. I just can't be bothered. I'm sorry, Pepper. You get what you get. This is free art. This is free art. Don't even dare to complain. This is free art. Fuck you. This is not even a commission. If it was a commission, maybe. But this is not even a commission. I just lost a bet, okay? I just lost a bet. They are croissants. What flavor then? Are they chocolate croissants? Are they chocolat? Is that how the French say it? Chocolat. Chocolat croissant. Chocolat croissant. One day the French are gonna find me. One day the French are gonna find me. One day. Is my self blood and 3 years. My self blood and 3 years. Girl, you didn't suffer that much, did you? I don't think you suffered that much doing that many Did you really suffer too much doing the shorts? Like, be honest. You can be honest with me. I hate editing too. Did you suffer a lot with doing the shorts? Burnt croissants. Okay, but what flavor were they supposed to be? Just like the basic flavor? Can I just say though, croissants are one of the few breads that I can actually eat. Because croissants don't have egg. Croissants don't use egg in their elaboration process. For the most part. There are some recipes that do, but for the most part, most croissants don't have egg. Because they are actually made with the same recipe as just box bread. And box bread doesn't have egg either. So, croissants are one of the few breads that I can actually eat. And I crave a strawberry croissant. One time, my brother brought croissants that they were flavored. They were flavored with jelly, and they also had like, and they were also like, you know, injected with jelly in the inside. Like, burritos rellenos. I don't know what to say it. I don't know how to say it. Like, filling. It had a filling, right? Like, not only was it in the batter, but it had a filling. And that was heaven on earth, Mary. That was heaven on earth. I felt it melting on my body. I felt like the strawberries were like growing inside of me and just making me feel real good. So, I love strawberry. I love strawberry croissant. Also, after editing that one video, it felt pretty easy just to add sounds and zooming. I mean, the thing is that the type of editing that I do is not just sounds and zoomings. I also do a lot of like editing B-roll and A-roll. Like I do use A-roll and B-roll. So if I just did zoom-ins or adding sound effects, I don't think my editing style would take too long to do. But mine is just a little bit more complicated, I suppose. And that is honestly just personal preference. It's just personal preference. The thing about editing is that most people use videos. Most people use videos and streams as a podcast, right? So perfect editing doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Of course, you want things to be edited nicely. That's the thing. But perfect editing doesn't matter that much. So it's okay for editing to be a bit sloppy. But my brain won't allow me for it to be okay, though. My brain won't allow me for it to do that. I have to do as good of a job as I can, otherwise it's not worth it. So my editing style tends to be more complex because of that, even though I know that 90% of the people who are going to watch that video are not going to watch it properly. They're just going to listen to it. Like Pepper, for example, I know that you watch my videos constantly, right? You're one of the few people who actually who watches them constantly, and who I know watches it. I know watches it as soon as it comes out, because you know you're obsessed with me. But actually, I do appreciate you watching. Anyway, but when you watch my videos, though, how much are you paying attention to it visually? Actually, this just goes in general to all of you, Chad. To all of you who watch my videos. How much are you actually watching? Or are you just listening to it? And if you're listening to it, it's fair. It's fair. I also put a lot of attention to the audio of it. But when you're listening to it or watching it in this case, how much attention do you pay to it? Oh my god, hey Cleo! Thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate you. Hey Cleo. Hey Cleo, I know I haven't finished it yet, but what do you think of this man? As a lovely woman, what do you think of this man? What does this man make you feel, Cleo? There's 3 videos without counting the podcast, except that one video I did not edit it myself. One video I did not edit myself. That's the thing. The Miku video I did not edit it. The other 2 I did. There is 3 videos without counting the podcast. Okay, but I'm asking, out of the videos that I did myself, right? The last 2 videos that I did myself, did you listen to it as a podcast? Or? Good boy. Cute. He does give soft demon boy advice. Ooh, Pepper, they said you gave soft demon boys. I mean, I have this sketch right here. This is the sketch that I was working with. I just been like, you know, really slow about this. Oh, 1 minute and then I listen to it as a podcast. Oh, okay, I see. So is that first minute really important to you when you watch the video? Is that really important to you? Like that first minute that you're actively watching? Don't worry, Cleo. You know what? I'm gonna draw the eyes right now for you. I'm gonna draw the eyes for you right now, so you can appreciate the demon boy in all his glory. He's in chat, by the way. He's just in YouTube chat, but he is in chat. So I'm making you critique my friend. Yes, because I think it would be fun. Meow meow. Meow meow. His eye in the red looks more sassy. More fox eyes. Sassy? Sassy? I don't know, it's just because I know this motherfucker. I just don't see him as sassy. Okay, just look at him. I can look at him better. Look at him in his inspection picture. Hello, can I zoom in, please? Can I zoom in, please? Thank you. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this loser. I love him. Oh, Pepper, come on! Don't get snappy with me. You know that sassy is not a word that anybody would use to describe you. At least not anybody who knows you. I don't know. People just like with sorry. Let me read. I forgot how to read. I don't know. People with slightly closed eyes with a fox land and the corner of the smiles is sassy to me. I see. Do I invoke sassiness to you? Hold on, let me do a neutral expression. Am I sassy to you? Am I sassy? Now that I think about it, I forgot to reset my mouth thing. There you go. I was feeling that my mouth was a bit too inexpressive recently, and I forgot why. It's because I turned it down by accident. You give off bunny? Oh! Yeah. I'm sorry to be a bunny. I am so sorry to be a bunny. It's not me. I was just born like this. This is how I was born. Right now, because of the sketchy loser, he's her hello puppets of the midnight show. Hello puppets of the midnight show. Damn, that is a read. That's a read, bitch. That is a read. Damn. I'm not a donkey. I am not a donkey. How dare you? How dare you? Like Brady Bunny, the eyes are round, but your lips are puckered. It's cute. Thank you. What do you mean, donkey? Cleo, don't enable them. Don't enable them. I'm not a donkey. Are you reading top of chat, or are you ignoring my messages on purpose? I actually didn't know what you typed. Hold on, let me go back. The vegan video. Okay, let me just go back up. Because I completely forgot of our conversation. I pay attention because I'm really curious about the editing. I would normally watch a second monitor while drawing. Oh, okay, I see. So it is a bit of a podcast, but you sort of like glance to watch. What about the vegan video though, Pepper? What about the vegan video? I don't understand that comment. Apologies. I forgot what we're talking about right there. So if you can explain, that'll be helpful. Thank you. I'm not a fucking donkey. That makes me sad. Be honest with me, Chad. Be honest with me. Do my ears really give off donkey? The message before? Oh, Pepper, give me more time. Give me more context. You know how I am. I completely forgot about the situation that was happening during that message. So please give me more context, because I am stupid. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know it's annoying. I'm sorry. Fuck. Okay, let's get this eyes done. Meow 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 meow. By the way, Cleo, I've been seeing you here a lot more lately. Have you gotten more of a have you gotten a bit more of a break at your job recently? It's nice to see you around now. I feel like I barely saw you for a couple days now. I said react to my content so people know that so people know how I am. Oh, you want me to react to your content? Is that what you want me to do? You want me to farm off of your content? I mean, I would be glad to take free content, but do you want the views to yourself? At first bunny, but someone says donkey and I gonna, ooh, that could work. No, no, no. I refuse to be a donkey. I refuse. I don't wanna. I do not claim that. I do not claim being a donkey. I do not claim it. I do not want it. That is not my world. It doesn't fit my fantasy. Oh. Is it just because my ears are long? Is that it? Is it because my ears are long? Because people have told me before that my ears are too long to be a bunny, but I don't know. I seem like I seen bunnies that have this long of ears before. I said it as a joke, but I don't mind a video. Probably not though. Because this is not a react stream. This is more a me just chatting with you guys stream. But maybe. I don't know how to feel about react streams, to be honest. I don't feel like I have I don't feel like I have like, you know, things to say when it comes to react content. I don't think the things that I say are that interesting. And one last eyelash like this. Wow. Nice. Now there are the eyes. Also, you don't react to stuff like pop the balloon or find love. You can't handle that. What do you mean? I don't even know what that is. Do you commission these or decide to for funsies to do this? Well, in this case, it wasn't for funsies. In this case, it wasn't for funsies, Cleo. In this case, it's because I lost a bet. I lost a bet. I decided to drop. I had to drop Pepper because I lost a bet. So, in this case, I'm not doing a commission work. But I do have commission work available. It's just not right now, you know? Like, because I taken so long with previous commissions, I want to finish them before I take anything new, you know? I don't want to be one of those artists who takes commissions and never finish them. So, I want to make sure I finish all the commissions that I have in my backlog first before I open anything else. Even if it means that I am running out of money. I am running out of money. But, you know, I think it's better to have I think integrity is better than money, you know? I am not in dire need of money yet, so I would rather just wait until I finish before I open anything new. But why? Are you interested? Are you interested, Cleo? Because we can talk. We can certainly chat about it. Good, because I would like to collab some, like, collab. I'm an OC, but I have 0 ideas. Ooh, I mean, we can chat about it. I wouldn't mind. But when you say collab, do you mean like a commission or collabing? Because collabing is different than a commission. Because usually when you do a collab, you don't, what to say? You don't pay each other, you know? But I will be glad to. Just let me know. I'll be happy to. Yes, like a commission more. Okay, I see. Well, I'll let you know. I'll let you know how I am with my backlog and if I could take it in or not. Because like I said, right now I want to focus on finishing the stuff that I have in the backlog. Not rush, there's an idea. Okay, cool. Cool. Cool beans. We can certainly talk about it. I wouldn't mind. But yeah, right now I'm just focusing on the stuff that I haven't finished yet. And once I finish the stuff that I can focus on, I'll actually open commissions this time. But the Balloon of Fine Love is a dating show for one pair. Oh, I remember that. I've seen those. I want to be in one of those. I think they seem fun. I don't know. What do you mean you couldn't take it? What do you mean I couldn't take it though? I feel like people would love me on that kind of show. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I think people would love me. I'm an entertaining person. I have flavor to me. You've been bullying me a lot recently, Turbo. What did I do to you? Turbo, what did I do to you? You've been bullying me a lot as of late. I'm scared. What did I do? You'll be able to react to it. I don't know. The thing about react content, like I said, is that I just don't have like good insight about it, you know? Yeah, just sprinkling here and there. I'm thinking of stuff, so like I do want to commission collab with people. You come into mind because I love your style. Ah! Thank you. That is the highest compliment that you can ever give an artist. Just the fact that you like my style. I live. That makes me happy. Okay, now to get these eyes a semblance of symmetry. Now, symmetry is not needed, but it is certainly appreciated. There you go. This would cool. There. Okay, and now we put it on with the rest of it and hug. You look a lot more like a fuckboy than I wanted you to be. You look like a fuckboy. And most of your eye is being covered by you fucking French, you gay boy. Oh my god. But it's fine. I feel like the eye is too small though. Hold on, let me. First of all, let's move this. Is it too high? No, yeah, it was too high. Something about this feels off. I think it's the nose. It's the nose and probably the mouth. The eyebrow to the right. Which eyebrow? This one? It's in front of the nose bridge. Oh, you're so right. This one? Ah, the one behind the hair. Okay, I see. Hold on. Let me just move it then. Let me just delete this. Is it better now? I think it's also just this eyebrow is too high. Around the mustache, there is a big gap. Maybe I need to move the mouth up just a little bit. Because it shouldn't look weird even without the mustache. There you go. I think that looks better. Yeah, that looks better. I can move the mustache. That is no problem. Oops. Mary. Okay, there we go. There we go. Actually, I think this looks way better. Thank you, Chad, for your help. That actually looks a lot better now. Yeah, this looks a lot better. Thank you. You guys are so nice. Thank you for helping me fix my art. Because sometimes because I've been staring at this too long, I kind of go blind. I kind of go blind and I forget how faces works, you know? Yeah, thank you. This looks great now, I think. Although I think this eye might be a little bit... Oh, the eye is fine. Yeah, no, everything is fine. Fuck. To be honest, I think the eye might have been a little bit too far up, but we fixed it. We fixed it, and that's how it matters, really. It was a sketch for a reason. Yeah, they say turn around and blink so you turn it into a fish eye. True. That is true. But yeah, no, I like this. Damn, Pepper, you're looking hot. You're looking like a very, very hot man. How's it feel like, Pepper? How's it feel like being drawn hot? I feel like you're not used to that. Meow meow. I mean, you mean what? What do you mean, Pepper? I don't know what you mean. Nails are weird. I don't like nails. Anyway, I think that's good enough. You know something I want to learn, Chad? How to actually how to feel, how it feels to actually look attractive. Listen, that's my what's he say? That's my biography. Do you know there was a biography, like a biography title that I once read, that it was called when. No, it wasn't an actual biography title, but it was like somebody talking about their biography title, what they would title it, and it was called "When Good Things Happen to Perfect People." And that is such a slay of like confidence, you know? I wish I could be that confident, to be honest. I want to be that confident. What would you title your biography, Chad? If you had to write your biography right now, you're dying tomorrow. You have to write your biography right now. What would be the title of it? I need to know, Chad. This is for research purposes. I need to know what the title of your biography is. Totally not for feeling it, but just to appreciate it. What else was I doing? Die by fucking? Have you laughed? Have you fucked in the last 74 hours, like 24 hours, for you to be able to title it that? Like, not to pry into your personal life, but now I need to know. Like, generally, not to pry into your personal life, but you're inviting yourself into question right now. God gives his silent battles to his funnier clown. His funniest clown. That feels like a little bit too long. That feels a little bit too long for a biography. I will title mine while that just happened. Clever, Gambius, clever. Which, by the way, hi Gambius, how you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're having a good day. That hand doesn't feel right. You know what? I'm not gonna stress too much about it. This is a fucking free drawing. I'm not gonna stress too much about perfection. It's short than most anime light novels. Oh, that is true. Actually, now I'm curious about that. What's the longest title that you ever seen in an anime? Like in an anime light novel, or like, because like even anime now in general is starting to get like really long titles. So what's the longest one you ever heard of? Meow meow. Backstabbing. What? Hold on. Huh? Backstab in a. Sorry, I can't read that. There is too many words. Backstab in a backwater dungeon. My trusted companions tried to kill me, but thanks to the gift of an unlimited gacha, I got to level 9,999 friends, and I'm out for revenge on my former party and the world. That is a synopsis, girl. That is a fucking synopsis. Do light novel authors not know about synopsis? Title was way too long for a single message. Bitch. That is too funny. That is so fucking funny. What the fuck? Is this fist even proportional to your head? Now that I think about it, because it feels too small. It feels way too small. No, it is. It is. I would say it is even too big. Now that I think about it. I guess we're gonna leave it like that then. I don't want to draw anymore. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm complaining now. I've been at this for too long. Now. Come on, Renan. Come on, Renan. You can do this. You can do this, Renan. Thank you for the stand-up stretch. I appreciate it. Hold on. I'm gonna stop tracking on my model so that I can actually stand up. Second. Oh, bitch. Ah! My knees. Oh, that crackle. You know, Chad, I used to be a lot more flexible when I was in high school. I used to be the most flexible one. Even though I was a plus size, I used to be the most flexible boy. In classroom. Nowadays, I can barely cross my legs. Having a snack? Okay. Take your time. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Let me put myself back into... The Misfit of Demon King Academy. History, the strongest Demon King reincarnates and goes to school with his descendants is the longest I can tolerate. Again, do we not know what a synopsis is? Synopsis go in the back of the book, and that's where you tell the basics of the story. Why are we doing that in the title? Is it that Japanese people don't read the synopsis in the back? Is that it? Do you need to put it in the title so that Japanese people can read it? I'm so confused. I'm gonna put a line on this. I'm gonna put a line on this just so that we know that there's a cheekbone here. But I usually would do this just with shading, but there's not gonna be shading on this, so you know. And now just the other ear. The story of the Vivian girls in what is known as the realm of Unreal of the Glagenko legend world storm caused by the child of slave rebellion. What is that? Is that another hello? Huh? Catchy titles get people to read. We can't have everything be double meanings anymore. But that's the thing though, is that to me that's not a catchy title. If anything, if we're dealing with attention span here, right? If we're dealing with attention span here, then you shouldn't be doing that in the title, no? That's what confuses me. I don't think you should be doing that in the title. I forgot to give you an earlobe. I'm sorry, Pepper. I did not give you an earlobe. I'm sorry. I'll fix that right away. There you go. You have an earlobe now. Hey, Pepper, do you have... I cannot see it very well here, but do you have earrings? I'm gonna Google that up again, because actually, I'm curious about the one. Hold on. Oh, is... Huh. Would you read Full Dive, this Ultimate Nexian Full Dive RPG is even shitter than real life, or Sword Art Online? Sword Art Online, to be honest. Me personally, Sword Art Online. That's what I would read. I would 1,000 times read Sword Art Online rather than whatever that long ass title is. Yes, there's an earring. I don't see it here. Can you give me... Oh, oops. But it's on the side that is not showing. It's on the side that's not showing though. Well, that's sad. That's real sad. Anyway. I'm gonna give you more earrings. You know what? I am the one who's drawing you right now, so I decide what you have and what you don't have. Because I feel like you deserve it. You deserve to have more earrings. Things. And they will make you hotter. Don't call me that. How dare you? What do you mean, mommy? I'm not your mommy. I'm not your mother. Actually, I'm doing too much, but you know what? Fuck you. I'm drawing you. I deserve this. This is for me. This is not for you. This is for me. This is for me and only for me. This is for nobody else but for me. What else? What else should I put on you? That makes me uncomfy. Fine. Fine. I won't do a tongue piercing then. I won't do a tongue piercing. But I'll leave the ones on the ears though. I think the ones on the ears are cool. Anyway, now we draw the piece de resistance, which is the mustache. Is the mustache. That is way too thick. I don't like the thickness of it. There you go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's a little bit uneven, but you know what? I feel like this is a drawn-on mustache. I don't think you actually have a mustache. I feel like this is just drawn on. So you know what? It's okay if it's uneven. It's okay if it's uneven. Yeah, I know you don't. I know you do have. You don't have them? I thought you had. I thought you had rings. Pepper, I thought you had rims. Been lied to. I've been lied to by my own fantasy. Well, this is when you're gonna have rings now, bitch. There you go. I gave you a lot more drip now. You look absolutely cooler. Oh right, fuck. You do have a pentagram on your choker. Damn it. I forgot. Just imagine years later we'll have a novel call. My bossy defeated Demon King and now I have to take care of his brats and frist the new hero to save the new other world. Honestly, I would unironically read that. I ain't gonna lie. I would so unironically read that. That sounds really funny. I like that. I would read that. I would actually read that. Would you read that novel, Chad? Would you be into that novel? Okay, let me see about this pentagram. Oh, it's not really a pentagram, isn't it? It's just a star. Pepper, is it a pentagram or is it a star? Is it a pentagram just like your earring, or is it just a star? Because if it's just a star, it's gonna be easy. If it's a pentagram, I'm gonna kill myself. So. You know what? Whatever. I don't care. It's gonna be a pentagram now. It's a pentagram, but you can just do a star. Sorry, I'm eating right now. No worries, no worries. I'm about done anyway. Almost done. There you go. Although I feel like the pentagram should be smaller. That is a little bit too big. That's what she said. That's what she said. It's a star, but you can make the pentagram because they're devilishly sexy. I know, right? But also, just in general, pentagrams are easier to draw, to be honest. Upside down. Oh, fuck off. Ugh. Fine. Take your upside down pentagram. Me. It's upside down. It's upside down. I mean, you could always just erase the inside lines. I could, but I don't want to. I feel like it looks better as a pentagram. That is not a circle. That is absolutely not a circle. That is not even approximating a circle. But you know what? I don't have the energy to redraw this. You get what you get, bitch. You get what you get. You get what you fucking get. And now just the clavicles, because he's a slut. He's a slut for showing clavicle. Showing clavicle in this stream? No way. Let me just a little bit of teen. Does it make sense for the tit to be that high up? No, but I don't care. There we go. Hang on. I'm still ranking in ring, I'm in pain. Well, that sounds like you made a bad decision, though. That sounds like you made a poor decision on your part. To play League nowadays? As if I'm not gonna play League right after the stream to de-stress. Anyway, here it is, Chad. Here it is, gang. If you ever win a bet, I'm drawing a full body, full color just to make you feel guilty. Why are you trying to make me feel guilty, though? I put a lot of effort in this fucking drawing, dude. I put a lot of effort on it. You're so ungrateful. I'm back, Culpepper. Hi, Pablo. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate it. That sounds so sad. Thank you so much for coming back. That sounds incredibly fucking sad, dude. I'm sorry. I did not mean to be that depressing. Thank you. Hi, Pablo. How you doing? I had to get up for an interview in like 8 hours. What are you doing here, girl? Go back to bed. Go back to bed. Go eat. Okay, here we go. Actually, let me just do something real quick. Let me just do something. Fine, I'll color this. No, I'm not going to. I'll do it off stream. I'll do it off stream. How about that? How about that? I'm probably not going to like full render it, but I will color it off stream, okay? Well, you're making me feel bad about it now, ho. You're making me feel bad about it now, so I guess I'm doing it now. Not now, not right now. I'll do it off stream, to be honest. But what I do want to do, though... It's okay, look amazing like that. Then fine, I'll leave it like this. Now, I'm probably gonna add color to it off stream, but I feel like it's been a good enough stream for now. Stop losing bets. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault, okay? I just hyperfixated on the wrong thing at the time, and well, I lost the bet. But yeah, what do you think, Chad? What do you think of Mr. Pepper Wentz? Hold on, let me get another picture again. Hold on. Hold the phone, Chad. Hold the phone. Let me get a picture of this bitch again. Here you go. Let me just. Okay, there we go, Chad. How do you feel about my rendition of the Pepper Wentz? And I just realized that I'm blocking it. Here you go. How do you like my rendition of the Papa Ones? Looks good, thank you. That makes me happy. Oh, fuck. The mustache is funny. Thank you. It's because he does have a mustache on one of his things. But I forgot. I forgot about his moles. His little moles. We cannot forget about the gay moles. I forgot about the gay moles. There you go. Now it is actually complete. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Anybody else miss Jenna Marbles? The three dots of pepper. Yes, indeed. Anybody else miss Jenna Marbles? I miss Jenna Marbles. I miss days in which YouTube was simple enough that just random videos like Jenna Marbles will pop off. Just Jenna Marbles just doing things. I miss that era of YouTube. I've been rewatching a lot of Jenna Marbles videos because they still hold up in quality, girl. They still hold up in quality. Simpler times, better times. I know. They still hold on so much in quality. And you know what? I wish to be as big as Jenna Marbles one day, in which I'm just gonna have you guys just watch me do whatever the fuck, and you're gonna like it. You know? That's what I want. I want the type of audience that would see me put eyebrows on my dog. That's all I want. I yearn for those times. I yearn. But anyway, that being said, Chad, thank you all so much for coming to the stream today. I really do appreciate you. Ooh! You are too young. You're too young. You're too young, Turbo. You're too fucking young. What do you mean you don't know who Jenna Marble is? I'm gonna kill myself. Anyway. Chad, thank you all so much for coming to the stream today. I really do appreciate you. And I'm glad to see new faces, and I'm glad to see old faces as well. It's been really nice to be streaming recently. Like, I don't know. I feel so much more confidence as a streamer than I was ever before. And that is honestly all thanks to you, Chad. But thank you for choosing to watch me. And I hope you have a lovely day, a lovely night. Take care of yourself. And remember that the Cherry Bomb Blossom Boutique always appreciates you. I'll see you next week. I don't know what I'm gonna stream, but I'll see you next week, okay? Toodles, take care. Mwah. Actually, wait, no, hold on, never mind. Before I go, we need to raid. We need to raid. What I'm talking about. We need to raid, people. We need to raid. I forgot to raid. Hold on. Don't go anywhere, chat. Don't go anywhere. We're raiding. We are raiding. I forgot the raiding in the thing. There you go. We're raiding. Okay, anyway. Now, I'm actually going now, Chad. Take care of yourself. Love you. Hope you have a lovely day, lovely weekend. Well, the weekend's already over, but still. Have a lovely day, Chad. Lovely night. Remember that the Cherry Bomb Blossom Boutique always appreciates you. And I'll be posting this schedule later this week. I don't know what I'm gonna stream, but I'll let you know, okay? Have a lovely night. Toodles. Mwah. 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 See ya!